Alright, so we'll just be going over the market and basically ES and crude and show what opportunities presented themselves. So today ES just kept on going. There was one spring right here. There was one spring right there. Basically, market pulled back and it just went crazy. So there's nothing you can really do because there's no sell opportunity. But that's how it is. Sometimes it's just a melt up. That's what it's called, a melt up. It just goes up, and that's what it did. So you can see it goes, basically just went up. There was one spring. It wasn't retested, and it didn't give any pullback. So I mean, literally no pullback. No pullback like a deep enough of a pullback, right? So this was the change of behavior right here. This wave is the biggest in 39 waves. So, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to continue going up. The breakout and all of that. This was a spring rally. I mean, the best rallies, they come from springs. Like right here, tap, tap, boom. So typically when you have a spring followed by a rally, the retest of that spring is where there are orders and you're going to get another move up. But we'll see. Now, yeah, so nothing else here. And just to identify where was this accumulation that's leading to all of this. And so that's a good point to understand where the accumulation was that initiated this move. The accumulation that initiated this markup is right here. See that? It's all coming from here. I think this is it. This whole accumulation. But yeah, that's it right there. So this is what you want to see. You want to see those pullbacks. You want to see the accumulation, and then you want to see a break, and then when it tests, it gives you an entry to go. But this also is major accumulation right here. So you see the rally and the pullback, accumulate here, break, retest the accumulation, and mark up. Again, prior rally, pulls back, reaccumulates. You see the heavy prints? Breaks above the accumulation. So when it comes back to test, reaccumulate some more and mark up into the next rally. So if it comes back here, like in this 45.29, there's heavy buying there. So, but I don't know if it's going to come back there now, but I mean, it can pull back to take out this low. Then we'll see if it comes back down here. All right, now let's take a look at crude. Crude, I can't really see much. It just, the higher time frame just went. So I can't really see much. But I'll tell you, like, one of the things that you could have used if you're looking for the short was taking a look at gasoline and Brent and noticing this. So these guys, they started selling, and then the market fell. So there was it pays to watch these two. In Brent, this low was a lower low than this low. Again, this low on Brent was a lower low on than this low. So that is telling me something. All right, so with this context, if you're looking at this crude market and you're long, it's, you just have to consider why the other correlated markets are going down, because Brent is like the international standard for oil and it's making a lower low. This isn't yet, but then later on it breaks. There's one other thing I'm going to show, and that's the tape reading chart that corresponds to the 5-minute chart. So, I knew this thing was coming. So I'll explain how I knew, even though it's not indicated here in the price chart. Besides the fact that other markets are making lower low, they have that lower low, and this one was making lower highs and lower lows. This was the obvious clue. But besides that, what is it in this market that you can't really see? You cannot see it here. Actually, you can, but it's a little bit, for example, 50 minutes, you do 16. 50 minutes, you make this much price movement, right? Here, 50 minutes, and it's less. So just like you have effort reward, this is based on time. So you can do effort reward based on time, and I think it's called dullness. But it's basically the same idea. All that effort, not enough reward. All that time spent, how much did you get for it? All this time, here, 50 minutes, you got this much juice. Here you spent 15 minutes, how much did you get? Much less than the same up wave of 50 minutes. So this is one other indication. But from a volume perspective, if you look here, you'll see that this wave, this rally, has 407. It's basically 40,700 contracts. This is, 42,700 contracts. So there's actually more volume here than here. More volume, less reward. So here's your effort reward, and the key here is this. That is just way too much volume. See, it says 164, that's the biggest print. And to me, I knew there's something wrong. So there's something wrong right there, and after that it basically fell apart. So unfortunately, it didn't give a pullback. Can't really do anything about that. That just happens. But this is the example of effort reward, and one way you can see this is from high to high to high. Just like you look for shortening of the thrust from high to high to high, you can see how much the distance has been made based on the volume. So this much volume, 407, and you get how many boxes? Then 120 doesn't mean nothing. Here, 427, which is more, and you get far less distance. So because you get far less distance, you have a lot of effort and less reward in terms of distance. Here, I did it based on time, showing you 50 minutes and then 50 minutes this wave. Comparing them, you can see the second wave makes far less progress. And this here I'm explaining by taking a look at volume to show you very clearly and obviously that this market is having a hard time going up because it's meeting supply. And that supply came in, it was here, here and here. Anyway, so it requires a little bit of creativity in terms of thinking. It's like a little clues, and they tell you when the market's going to change, right? If you look very carefully, you see a little upthrust here above the prior high, and And then you see that yes, there's shortening of the thrust, there's effort in terms of time. The other correlated markets are breaking down, making lower lows. This is having an upthrust, difficulty making a higher high after these markets are making lower lows. Volume here, a lot of volume, no reward, a lot of effort, no reward. Extremely heavy pressure here, buying volume here, right? And then break. All right, folks, have a good day. Bye.